89 East Colebrook Road in Colebrook, New Hampshire. You can reach Matt at 603-237-4542 or email him at mducray78@gmail.com. Crossbow Electric LLC, targeting all of your electrical needs. Go Mohawks from everyone at Crossbow Electric LLC. So we want to thank Crossbow Electric and Matt Ducray for his support of tonight's broadcast as well. A ton of community-minded sponsors here today for the broadcast.
I'll tell you what, it didn't take this Newmarket team long after they come out. Adjustments at the half, they come right out and get on the board early.
You're exactly right. I was going to mention that before Morgan Young went down. If you wanted to give an edge to a team in the first half, obviously the Mohawks had that. But right as I was going to say, the edge so far in the early part of the second half is obviously in the hands of Newmarket. They have been on complete. They've been in complete control here early on.
And they forced the Mohawks to, miskick the ball, mistrap the ball early, and now the ball's down in that Mohawk end again. Brooke Lawson, she didn't see much action that first half.
Marie Honer is going to take the set piece for Newmarket. She's got a rocket. She can put it on net from this distance. There's a chip, but it's going to be wide, right, and out of bounds. We would like to take this time to thank Jenny Keyser for her support of today's broadcast. Jenny wishes the Mohawks the best of luck in their playoff run. Once again, that's from Jenny Keyser, one of the many community-minded sponsors here for this afternoon's broadcast. Ooh, watch down, another Mohawk goes down. There's a collision near the midfield line, but she gets right back up. That's Learned. She keeps going, and here comes Saworski. Saworski with some room. She tries to feed it to Byron. Byron can't get through the two defenders, and it's kicked back out towards the sideline as she will try to chase it down, and it will be Colebrook ball with a throw-in on the near side.
And that's the key to the Mohawk second half. Byron's got to get involved. Not involved first half. They need her touching the ball.
Here's Byron with an opportunity. Gets it taken away. And there's the freshman that just scored the goal there. Cameron Young all the way back defensively. Now for Newmarket. Not afraid to get in the midst of things. Brooke Lawson has decided to come off of the goal line. She better get this cleared. She does, and she gets it deep into the zone for the Mohawks as she hustles back. Mackenzie Shearer with some room. Tries to punch it into the middle. Deflected back out by Horner, and here comes Newmarket again. Young. Nice move. Gets it taken away. Ooh, watch out. As Caitlin Gleason runs over her. No call made. And it will be Newmarket ball right in front of us.
You know what puts everything into perspective? Yeah, it's a big game. It's a semifinal game. But when Morgan Young went down, her sister was standing right there to make sure that, you know what I mean, that everything was okay, and she gave her a hug when she got up. That kind of puts everything to where it should be. Here goes Saworski.
Saworski again trying to make something happen offensively. She had the goal for the Mohawks.
.33:07 left here in this second half. We're all tied at 1. Subs coming in for the Mohawks. Learned's getting a breather. I can't see who's coming in.
I believe that's Adrian LaPearl coming in for the Mohawks here this afternoon in this second half. The Mohawks trying to get back here at this Newmarket squad after they have tied things up early in this second half. That's exactly what they needed to do. They needed to come out and set the tone, Butch, as the 2 seeds, and they've done exactly that.
And it even makes it more important what coaches talk about at the half. There's no timeouts here,
right?
So they have to. All the multitude of things they want to say, they have to do in just a handful of seconds. And obviously Coach Dawson did.
Here's Saworski trying to lift it to Byron. That's going to get by her and into the hands of Foster very easily. Gage Grover and Garrett and Kaylin Fournier would like to wish their older sister, Colebrook Lady Mohawk number 8, Michaela Fournier, and the entire Lady Mohawk squad best of luck in their semifinal game today. Go Mohawks. That's from everybody. That's from Gage Grover, Garrett and Kaylin Fournier, and Susan Carlson up there in Colebrook, wishing Michaela and the Lady Mohawks the best of luck. One of the many community-minded sponsors here this afternoon for today's semifinal matchup. We have 31-33, so we're still obviously early into this second half. The Mohawks, the 6 seeds, the Mules, the 2 seeds. The winner will advance to the state championship game on Sunday, which will be held right here at noon at Bank of New Hampshire Stadium. Here comes Newmarket again. That's going to be Sensenbath. She gets it sent up front. A little bit of room again. Well defended, though. That was Nicole Berry trying to chase that down. There's Cameron Young on the opposite side of the field again, but she is all over the place. Actually, that's not Cameron Young. Cameron Young's on the left side. Thought I saw number 2. Michaela Fournier tries to send it up the line to Jenna Gould. In the backfield is Farnese. She's going to send it back to Cody. Cody back to Foster. Foster will get it cleared up onto the head of Sawarski. Newmarket, momentum-wise, has taken advantage here. They've controlled the play here thus far in this first half. Chasing that one down, that's going to be Levesque. Alyssa Levesque tries to put a cross on. It's deflected out of bounds, and there will be a corner kick here for Newmarket with 30-13 remaining.
And the last corner they had, they got it right onto the head, but over the top of the net. We'll have to see what happens here, Kevin.
Honer again is going to take the goal kick, the corner kick, excuse me, for Newmarket. Here's the cross. It's going to get over the head of everybody and headed out by Caitlin Gleason. You could see Brooke Lawson was back stepping to try to get to that, as that one was lifted over everybody's head and to the opposite side for another throw-in for Newmarket. There's Young. She had the first goal. Chandler Cooney's there for defensively for the Mohawks. Onto the foot of Taylor Sawarski. Caitlin Gleason there to help as well. Farnese gets it up to Horner. You better be ready if you're Brooke Lawson in net. And she is. It gets just by a diving Brooke Lawson, and it's going to be another corner kick for Newmarket as they continue to put the pressure on this Mohawk team. Take a look at it right here, Butch, on the CN Brown Company instant replay. That's a rocket right there from Horner. She can really get it going from deep.
And they've caught the Mohawks kind of standing here in the last 4 or 5 minutes.
Here's another corner kick that's lifted into the middle. It's deflected around, and finally Brooke Lawson comes down with it. Her initial attempt at it was dropped, and she was able to recover it just in time. Here's Jenna Gould. Misplays it a little bit, and Newmarket gets the ball right back. That's Gallion. Gallion tries to send it up front to Gendro before it's booted back into the Mohawk offensive end. Sawarski. That one's kicked out of bounds, and there will be a throw-in as we take a look on the CN Brown Company instant replay. That last exchange right there inside the 6-yard box. She was able to get there just in time. Once again, today's replays are being brought to you by the CN Brown Company. Start your day the Big Apple way. Support the company that supports your team. Fuel up at the Big Apple stores. 28-14 remaining.
Mohawks have done a little shuffling. They put Byron in the middle now to try to get her away from that sideline. Put LaPearl on the sideline, get her in the middle.
I have a feeling, Butch, that's the correct move, and here's why. Byron can take shots from deep, and there's been a lot of action, a lot more effective action in the middle of the field for the Mohawks here today.
Oh, absolutely.
And if she's able to get the ball in the middle of the field with some space around the 18-yard box where the ball's been hanging out a lot, she's going to be able to put a shot on goal. And for the Mohawks' sake, that gives them their best opportunity to put one back.
27:30 left.
Take a look at that last play again on the CN Brown Company instant replay. Fournier with the evident foul right there.
You're saying the evidence was there?
I'd say so. 27-15. Learned tries to get it cleared over. She does. Not the convenient way. To Sawarski. LaPearl. Ooh, nice play defensively. LaPearl gets it back, though, before it's kicked right back out. Nicely done. In the backfield right there by Sensenbath. Actually, excuse me, that was Bodette. Bodette wearing number 15 for Newmarket with a fantastic play defensively right there to help her cause in the backfield. Young gets it taken away. Saworski to LaPearl. She tries to give and go with her before it's booted out of bounds. LaPearl's IGA on Route 3 north of Colebrook has several promotions going on right now. They are currently running their IGA Turkey promotion, and watch for their upcoming IGA celebration in January. And listen to this. If you bring your entry ticket from today's Colebrook Girls semifinal soccer game into the store, you will receive a $5 gift card. Guy and the staff at LaPearl's IGA wish Adrian and all of the Mohawks the best of luck today in their semifinal contest down here in Laconia. So that's from everybody at LaPearl's IGA, one of our many, many community-minded sponsors for this afternoon's coverage. "26 minutes exactly remaining in the contest. Regulation, anyways.
Lights are on, like you said a little bit earlier, Kevin.
That they are, Butch. Here comes a lift into the zone, and Foster's there to make the catch. They got to get some green shirts around that, Butch, in order to try to create some havoc inside the 18-yard box. You got to be aggressive if you're the team in green here, similar to what Newmarket was on that first exchange earlier in the second half to get them on the board. Well,
as we've said, Kevin, many times, you know, especially at this level. If you don't have a good keeper, you don't make the Final Four. And obviously, Foster, as athletic as she is and aggressive, you know she's a good goalie.
Fantastic.
If she sees it, she's going to save it. They've got to try to do something. And in a game this level, someone's got to pick it up and do something.
Two of the better goaltenders in Division IV, obviously, today, showcasing their skills. 1-1 here in this second half. That one's going to be booted out of bounds. The Auto Saver Group's Littleton Chevrolet Buick is holding their year-end super sell-off right now. Get huge discounts on every new and used vehicle in stock, plus they'll include a new laptop computer in every vehicle sold. With every vehicle sold. Learn more about this super sell-off at www.littletonchevrolet.com. Call them at 800-584-1967 or stop on by the dealership on Meadow Street in Littleton, New Hampshire. Chevrolet, find new roads. New laptop.
That's a good little play right there by Mackenzie Shearer right at midfield to keep that ball in there. They're trying everything to get a through pass into Byron, trying to find her. But so far they haven't been able to connect. That Newmarket defense.
The one thing that I'm noticing that's different, Butch, about the Mohawks offensively this half in comparison to the last half, they've gotten away from their passing game.
Yep.
There's a lot of boom ball going on right now, and that's not going to be effective against this Newmarket team unless you get lucky. You've got to be able to pass the soccer ball like you did in the first half. They had a lot of great combinations in the first half, Butch, which opened up a lot of things for them offensively. They just haven't been able to do so here today. Newmarket, here comes another run. That's Levesque. Levesque tries a cutback move. Defended nicely by Michaela Weir on the far side, and that will be a throw-in, and just barely a throw-in here for Newmarket.
Yeah, that was pretty close to that corner kick area.
Yes, it was. That one's booted towards the Mohawks. Kendra Learned, she settles it, tries to get by, but can't. Well defended before that one's sent up the sideline and out of bounds. Lots of great service specials going on right now at Crosstown Motors in Littleton, New Hampshire. This November, get 25% off on a Valvoline flush service. It includes coolant, transmission, brake, and differential fluids. Ask about even bigger savings at the Crosstown Motors Service Department, 1-888-600-4198, or book your service appointment online anytime at crosstownmotors.net. 22:47 now remaining here in the first half, as you can see on our Littleton Chevy Crosstown Motors NSN scoreboard. Here's Adrienne LaPearl trying to sneak through. Well defended again by Bodette. She's been solid back there.
Boy, she has.
She's made a ton of great plays for Newmarket here, especially in this second half, keeping the Mohawks at bay offensively. There's Caitlin Gleason trying to battle away with Gallion. Gallion sends it into the middle to Hoerner. That's sent up front. That's going to be Nicole Berry. Nicole Berry tries to get it out to the far side, that being Levesque, before it's taken away by Carissa Roberts. Roberts can't get it by her. Good work by Levesque. Wins the battle, but kicks it out of bounds, and the Mohawks will have a throw-in on the far side. (21:52). Here, once again, the winner will advance to the state championship game on Sunday. at noon versus the winner of the next showdown between Profile and Sunapee. Butch, an interesting note that I want to point out too, which we will obviously bring up a lot in the next broadcast. Sunapee, we talked a lot about how Littleton hasn't lost a game since last October. Same goes for in any sport. Same goes for Sunapee. Unless softball, did they lose any games in softball? I know they won the state title, but I'm not sure if they went undefeated in softball. But regardless, they're going for 3 state championships in a row, back to back to back.
Yep.
As are the Littleton boys, which we mentioned a lot throughout our coverage of our regular season, in the regular season this year on the Littleton Chevy Crosstown Motors NSN Broadcast Network.
Kevin, this is 3 corners to none in this half alone, 4 to none for the game. You get set pieces in games of this magnitude, and
here goes Horner with the corner kick. It gets right into the hands of Brooke Lawson. I was just going to mention, but sorry to interrupt you as the live play was coming, but I was going to say you can only bend so far before you break. And you cannot rely on Brooke Lawson to keep getting out there and taking those corner kicks in every single time. Eventually there's going to be a loose play somewhere with those set pieces.
You know, and the Mohawk goal was because of a great individual play. You know what I mean? You know, I'd like to see him a little bit more passing this half because so far Newmarket still is, I feel, dominating. In the first,
in this second
half.
Oh yeah, the first half of this half, they are certainly dominating the play. I mean, the Mohawks, as I mentioned, they've completely lost control of their passing game. It's turned into boot ball for them, so that's something that they're going to have to change up here very, very shortly. Byron couldn't get to that one. It's deflected out towards the outside. Morgan Young, we're glad to see she's okay, is back in the ball game. Caitlin Gleason sends it into the middle, but Horner's there to make the play. She controls that midfield, Butch.
Oh, yeah, she does.
And she controls it very, very well. Collins tried to get it up to Byron. Byron couldn't handle it, and here comes Newmarket on the attack again. Cameron Young back outside to Morgan Young. Morgan Young tries to put the cross on. And it's defended well on the weak side by Michaela Weir.
Weir's had a good game for the Mohawks this afternoon.
That she has.
The whole defensive backfield has, actually.
Yes. Caitlin Gleason trying to get it cleared. And look at all the space on this field. This field's a big field. And the Mohawks, they have to realize that's to their advantage.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They've got some talent. They can pass the ball and work on their combinations. As you can see, another boot ball right out of bounds for the Mohawks. And you can see the frustration on the sideline. People are like, we got to get back to our passing game. Here comes Cooney trying to defend it. She can't. Young's going to try a give and go. Michaela Weir's there defensively to step up again. Levesque gets it back to Young. Young back outside to Levesque, and it will trickle out of bounds for a throw-in for the Mohawks.
18:33 left.
Lots of great service specials going on right now at Crosstown Motors in Littleton, New Hampshire. Save $15 on any preseason Boss Plow equipment service. Crosstown Motors also has services heavy-duty trucks, all makes and models. 1-888-600-4198 or book your service appointment online anytime at crosstownmotors.net. Once again, that's Crosstown Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, one of our 2 title sponsors for this evening's Northern New Hampshire athletic coverage. Caitlin Gleason trying to chase it down, trying to get by Morgan Young, but can't before it's booted out of bounds by Bodette. 1-1, all knotted up here in the 6-12 matchup. Butch, did we see it happening any other way?
No, we pretty much had it picked up to this point.
We anticipated a fantastic game, and folks, let's be honest, we have gotten it here today. What a soccer game we have witnessed. Who will have the grit to come away with it here in the final 17.5 minutes? The upset-minded Mohawks trying to avenge an early season loss.
And they have a corner kick.
Yeah, I was just going to mention their first of the game. 2-1 earlier in the season against a struggling Mohawk team at the time. Playing much better now, it's 1-1. Chandler Cooney takes all of the corner kicks for the Mohawks. Will she be able to put this one near the goal? That one's kicked out and deflected out by the Newmarket Mules nicely in the backfield. Cameron Young tries to get to it, but Collins beats it to the spot. Saworski reads that one nicely as it bounces over the head but she tried to send it to the flag, and it's going to go out of bounds for a goal kick. The Autosaver Group's Littleton Chevrolet Buick is holding their year-end super sell-off right now. The feature special is on their 2016 Chevrolet Silverado, giving you $8,800 off. This Silverado, stock number T16439 All-Star Edition, has plenty of options like heated seats, trailering package, rear vision camera, and much more. Plus, you'll get their exclusive 3-year maintenance package and a new laptop computer at no charge. Learn more about this super sell-off at www.littletonchevrolet.com. Call them at 800-584-1967 or stop on by the dealership on Meadow Street in Littleton, New Hampshire. Chevrolet. Find new roads. Butch, I'm going to need a new laptop if the water keeps trickling down on my laptop, so maybe it's time for me to go buy another car.
I was picking on people about us being inside.
Here we
but
go.
I think it's drier out there.
Ooh, lots of miss kicks inside the 18-yard box. There's Young again, finally kicked out. Oh, back to Levesque. Levesque has an opening. Nicely done by Michaela Weir, though. Again, Butch saved the day because Levesque was trying to sneak through and get a shot on inside the 18-yard box. But Michaela Weir was right there.
And, Kevin, you were talking about patience. Up here, the Mohawks had the ball on this end. And they had their players. They had space. The minute they get the ball, they're just trying to get rid of it and dumping it.
That's a sign of a team that's panicking. You've got to get back to your – there's no pressure on you. As Jaworski gets thrown to the ground, no call again. And here comes Newmarket on the attack. That's Gallion. Gallion tries to send it in. It's deflected back out to Horner. Ooh, nice cutback move. Can't get to her left foot. Gallion again, Saworski back to defend it. Morgan crosses it into the middle. Well defended, Shearer's there, Cooney's there, and Cooney comes away with it. She tries to pass it to Saworski before it's booted back inside the 18-yard box, and Brooke Lawson will track it down before it goes over the end line. Butch, it's night and day, the difference between the Mohawks offensively in the second half. You just can't depend on winning playing panic offense. You can get lucky and win playing panic offense, but the odds are against you. You've got to get back to doing what you were doing in the first half if you're the team in green.
You know, and they got to win these 50-50 balls. You know, and Gleason's picked it up this second half. They've done a pretty good job on Saworski, too. She hasn't had the room.
Cooney lifts it into the 18-yard box. That's one in the backfield by the Newmarket defense. Fournier wins the battle. Saworski trying to get by Horner, but she does another great job defensively and gets it cleared out for the Lady Mules. On the far side is Nicole Berry. She's working with Levesque again before it's kicked out of bounds. 13:56 now remaining in this second half.
And you know something that you got to look at now, Kevin. If either one of these teams take the lead on the field as big as this. Time goes down in a hurry.
You're exactly right. You can see substitutions will start coming in, and balls will be booted out of bounds to try to waste as much time as possible. We've seen that style obviously work so many times throughout the course of this year in all the close games that we've been able to cover. Shearer tries to chip it over Gould's way. Well defended again in the backfield, this time by Cody. Saworski, you can see her making a little bit more of an effort offensively, Butch, to get up there.
Yep.
And I think she has to, because with the way that the Mohawks are not using their passing game, you got to have players step up if that's going to be the case. And Taylor Saworski is probably one of those players that's going to need to step up offensively and make an individual play if they're going to continue to play boot ball like this. Saworski tried to get in front, well defended by Gallion. Gallion gets it cleared, but Cooney's there. Cooney sends it to Byron. Byron can't get to it. It gets by everybody. And there in plenty of time is Madison Foster again. Foster with the boot. Right towards the midfield line. Michaela Fournier battling up there with Nicole Berry. No relation to CEO Eric Berry of NSN. Same spelling. There's Michaela Weir again. You've heard that name a lot defensively for the Mohawks in this second half. She gets it cleared out of bounds. And Newmarket will push up some numbers here, trying to get something going with a throw-in on the far side. Very happy to bring you this game in high definition. Newmarket continuing. Oh, another miss kick. Gets back. You can see they're just trying to get things out, and it's not working. Here we go again. Morgan Young on the left wing trying to get by, but can't save it. Out of bounds. That's out of bounds. A late whistle. And finally, There will be a goal kick here for the Lady Mohawks. I was going to say, how long was it going to be until the out-of-bounds call got mentioned?
11:42 left.
The ball was a good 6 inches out of bounds, as you just saw on the CN Brown Company instant replay. No whistle was made. Until finally, they are at the end. Here comes the Mohawks. That's Adrian with Pearl trying to send Kuiper. The Mohawks trying to figure out some sort of a combination to get something going offensively.
That was the duo that got it done against Gorham.
Newmarket trying to get to their second state championship appearance. Colebrook trying to get to their third. Newmarket with no state titles in girls soccer. Colebrook with one. Both trying to get back there to add to those totals. And what a soccer game, Butch, we have had today here at Bank of New Hampshire Stadium. Time is ticking, 10:48 remaining.
Is there going to be a corner?
And Butch,
no.
Obviously in this situation, if there's pressure on any team, it's got to be the higher seed. But right now, it looks like the Mohawks are playing as if all the pressure's on them.
Absolutely, and I'm sure they were told at the half, you get the 1-0 lead, just play a game.
Play a game, yeah.
And try to put another one in.
Newmarket certainly looks poised right now to make a run. Colebrook trying to hang on, but here come the Lady Mules again. But all it takes, Butch, in soccer is one play, and that's what the Lady Mohawks are going to need here late in this ball game. Hoener with the ball in the middle. Sawarski deflects it. Kuiper's going to get back, track back, and get it. And clear it over towards Michaela Fournier. Fournier tries to save it, sends it down the line. There's the break they might need, but defended well in the backfield by Farnese. She gets it back to Foster, who clears it up to Horner. Gallion, back to Horner. Tries a cutback move. Caitlin Gleason there to track it down. Kuiper up front, missed trap. Boy, these plays in the first half were not happening for the Mohawks. There's Sawarski. Sawarski tries, watch out, another body up in the middle of the field. Whistle is blown. They've been going after her a lot, Butch.
Yeah, they have.
She's been knocked down 3 or 4 times here today, but she's been getting right back up. Take a look at it right here on the CN Brown Company instant replay. Yeah, no play for the ball at all, and she got knocked down. Another great shot on the CN Brown Company instant replay, bringing you many instant replays here today. Chandler Cooney lifts it into the middle. Back to Sawarski. Sawarski's going to take a shot. It's going to be wide left and short. And Foster comes up to pick up the dirty work.
That chip shot in there by Cooney. Green shirt's got to get to it.
Yeah.
They've got to get to it, and they're not.
Newmarket on the attack again. Well defended by Mackenzie Shearer. Michaela Fournier tries to get over to stop. She forces a boot out of bounds. And the Mohawks will get the ball back here with 8:45 remaining. Sit back and enjoy the ride, folks. We have got 8 minutes and 40 seconds left of exciting soccer here on the Littleton Chevy Crosstown Motors NSN Broadcast Network. What a game. Byron on the weak side. Tries a cutback move and can't get by the defender. Well defended in the backfield by Newmarket again. They look poised. This team in white does, Butch. Here they come again on the attack on the far side. That's Levesque. Levesque and Weir battling it. Weir wins that battle. Oh, but she crosses it into the middle. And an unfortunate bounce for Newmarket and a fortunate bounce for the Mohawks as the Lady Mohawks try to clear it again in the middle of the field. Here comes Horner. Defended well again by Shearer. Shearer doing well in the midfield for the Mohawks. LaPearl's unable to get there in time. Ooh, watch out. Collision in the midfield. And Brooke Lawson's going to get there. Ooh. I don't know about that, Butch. That's my opinion. That is 2 girls going hard after the ball right there. The call goes against the Mohawks. This was something that happened last or 2 years ago, Butch. Remember, there was a play, there was a questionable call made, and 2 seconds later, a direct piece from right around here made it a 1-goal game. Will it happen again? No. Brooke Lawson jumps on it, almost drops it, does drop it, and picks it right back up. I can't remember what game that was, Butch, but there was Woodsville. It was the Woodsville girls versus, was it Epping or Colebrook?
Colebrook.
Yeah, it was against Colebrook.
Remember D. Martin?
Yes. That was the play. And as we take a look at that last play on the CN Brown Company instant replay, it was a little bit to the left, actually, where it happened, but it was a completely questionable call, and I remember everybody was talking about it after the game. And literally, good job by Woodsville in that game to put the ball down and take the shot and nail it right into the back of the net from that same distance. Ooh, watch out. A clear takedown by Caitlin Nelson on the freshman, Cameron Young, and there will be another set piece.
And we're getting into that danger area now. You give up stuff like that. This one's 40 yards out.
Good teams like Newmarket, Butch, take advantage of set pieces in crunch time. And if you continue to give this team in white the opportunities, eventually you're going to bend too far that you're going to break. Here comes Horner. She's going to take a shot from deep. That's a tricky one. And coming up with it on the short hop is Brooke Lawson. It's a lot more difficult of a save, Butch, than what it looks. A short hop save from deep in the rain, wet. Michaela Byron trying to find her foot. She gets by. Will she be able to get spread through? She gets through. Has a little bit of room. She's going to take a cross, gets it into Kuiper, deflected off of Kuiper, and cleared out finally by the Newmarket defense. Here comes Cameron Young again. Shearer and Collins teamed up on her to get it cleared back. Caitlin Gleason sends it to the opposite side, headed out nicely by the defense again, that time being Sensenbath. Deflected out, and it will be Colebrook ball on the far side. Learned's going to check back in. As we saw that last play by Brooke Lawson on the CN Brown Company instant replay, the short hop right into her hands. You never know when it's wet like this, Butch. Those short hops can be tricky.
Oh, they can. 5:20 left.
Saworski in the middle of the field tries to send a flag pass. Learned has a little room, but getting there in plenty of time. Nicely done by Farnese again. She's been tough. This entire Newmarket backfield has been fantastic, Butch, especially in this second half.
I was looking at, they don't score a lot of goals, but they don't give up a lot of goals either.
Yeah, they have completely taken this Mohawk team out of their game offensively. They've been solid. The Mohawks have no room. They get the short game, tried to get the short game lifted a little bit there. Fournier tried to cross it but couldn't. Learned, good hustle to get back. Back into the middle to Horner, and it gets finally cleared up to Shearer. Shearer tries to send it Byron's way, but it's interrupted again by the Newmarket D. That one's deflected. Gallion battling with Caitlin Gleason. Good hustle by Gleason to battle. They're going to call a foul on her. I disagree with that call too, Butch. I disagree
did she have her hands
wholeheartedly.
up?
I don't think so. The girl was playing with the ball, and she simply went after it. Regardless, Newmarket with the opportunity here. Will they take advantage? The ball's kicked out of bounds, and the Mohawks will get a throw in right back.
We're down to 4 minutes.
Missy Collins tosses it up the sideline. Michaela Byron trying to break through, kicked out of bounds, and it will be another Mohawk throw-in deep in their offensive territory. You know what it's going to take, Butch? It's not going to be a pretty goal. It's going to be a gutsy goal. Oh, watch out! It gets deflected, and she misplayed it, but gets back. And countering it in was Madison Foster. I thought, from this angle, Butch, I thought it was going to get over her head. Great job by Foster to regain her composure and get back and pick that thing up.
We have seen that happen here before, too.
Yes. It's going to take an ugly goal, I think, Butch. If it's the Mohawks, if it's Newmarket, they're poised for a nice goal. Here comes something, a nice pass to the flag. It's going to be crossed into the middle, and nicely done by Chandler Cooney as awaiting it was a Newmarket offensive player. I couldn't get the number on it, Butch, but they were right there. They continue to attack. Here comes Brooke Lawson off the line. It's bouncing around. Will she get to it? She does just in time. And I believe a whistle is called. No, not a whistle blown. I saw the official hustling in there as if something was blown, and it wasn't. Here comes Newmarket, continuing to control the midfield. Another nice through pass. Will she get by? Michaela Weir tries to get there, and getting out there just in time was Lawson again. Man, oh man, Butch. 2 nice through passes in a row for the Newmarket offense. As I said, if Newmarket's going to score, I have a feeling it's going to be a nice combination goal. They look so fluid offensively right now.
Oh, they do.
And if it's the Mohawks, you're going to have to get a gritty goal right now. A gritty goal. Because this Newmarket defense is clicking. There's another flag pass. Levesque chasing it down. Will she get to it? There's the cross. And out of bounds. Whoo, boy. 2 minutes remaining here in regulation. The Mohawks, the 6th seed, trying to take down Newmarket, the 2 seed. Newmarket has controlled this entire second half, Butch. And I mean the entire second half, from the opening whistle.
They scored a goal in the first 2 minutes.
Yeah. They look so good out there offensively. Offensively they look good. Defensively they have completely taken this Mohawk team out of sync. The Lady Mohawks got to find a way, though. Their backs are getting, watch out, a takedown from the midfield line. No call again. And that one will go back to the Mohawks, kicked out of bounds. Actually, the official's trying to get the ball back. She just kicked it up. It's certainly a throw-in. As we are under 2 minutes, as you can see on the NSN scoreboard. Official time. There's going to be a little bit of stoppage time, I believe, too, Butch, obviously with that injury.
Yep.
But the clock did stop, actually, Butch. The clock stopped during that time, so I'm not sure if it's going to be a lot. As these two teams continue to battle it out here at Bank of New Hampshire Stadium for the right to stamp their ticket to the state championship game on Sunday. Here come the Mohawks. It's Taylor Sawarski. Does she find some room? She does. Here's the opportunity. Mohawks with some
3 on
numbers.
2.
She's got a girl to her left. She gets a cutback move. Here comes Sawarski. She's going to take it to Gould. Gould puts the shot on. Yes! 2-1. Mohawks off of the goal by Jenna Gould. Is the flag up? No. It is 2-1 late in this ball game from Bank of New Hampshire Stadium. Unbelievable. We are going to get another look at that. We're not sure. It's obviously going to be credited to Jenna Gould, but Taylor Sawarski from the midfield line set that entire play up for Colebrook. We're trying to get it queued up for you. Take a look at it in the cutback move. She's got room. She said she's taking it herself. Gould actually cut right in there and knocked it home. Made no doubt about it, Butch. Oh, boy. 2 minutes. Well, it's under 2 minutes. I'm assuming about a minute and a half left. If you're the Mohawks, this Newmarket team, what did we say? It was going to take a gritty goal, and Taylor Sawarski stepped to the plate. Jenna Gould did a good job, Butch, of making no hesitation about it and getting there to knock it home. Either one of them could have scored it. So officially, Gould gets the goal, and Taylor Sawarski gets the assist. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. The game is over, and the Colebrook Academy Lady Mohawks are advancing to their third state title game and their first since 2002 when they took it home against the Linwood Lumberjacks, avenging an early season loss to this same Newmarket High School team. What a soccer game, Butch. We are going to take a break, and when we return, we're going to have the NHIAA postgame show right here on the Littleton Chevy Crosstown Motors NSN Broadcast Network.
Loyalty to family, school, coaches, team, and teammates.
Be a role model each and every day as a student-athlete leader.
Ready to lead, willing to follow, always an agent of change.
Compete every day with honor and integrity on and off the playing field.
Take responsibility for your actions and actions of your teammates.
Refuel and recover with chocolate milk.
Everything you need to stay informed about community events, town and school governments, the local business scene, student activities, and high school sports can be found in the pages of the News and Sentinel, the North Country's trusted hometown paper since 1870. Their dedicated staff provides the area with comprehensive news coverage and door-to-door advertising service, giving their all to produce a great paper week in and week out. To start a subscription or promote your business, stop by their office at 6 Bridge Street in downtown Colebrook, New Hampshire. Give them a call at 603-237-5501 or visit them online, colebrooknewsandsentinel.com. To find your community news from all around your area, check out the Northwoods Weekly, arriving every Friday in every mailbox from Whitefield north to Pittsburgh and from Errol west to Island Pond. The free Northwoods Weekly can also be found on newsstands in Littleton, Berlin, and Gorham, and online at northwoodsweekly.com. Schools, clubs, and community groups are always welcome to submit news articles and photos to promote their events and activities. Businesses can market their products and services in 15,000 papers by calling the Northwoods Weekly's friendly staff, ready to assist you at 603-237-5501.
The Northland Restaurant and Timeout Tavern Sports Bar and Grill in Canaan, Vermont is a proud supporter of all area athletics. Open 7 days a week. Whether you want to come and enjoy a nice quiet meal or come and watch all of your favorite sporting events on their brand new flat screen HD TVs, the Northland Restaurant and Timeout Tavern Sports Bar and Grill is your place to be. It's also a great place for weddings and banquets. The Northland Restaurant and Timeout Tavern Sports Bar and Grill, 802-266-3988. Watching your favorite team just got easier. All of the great NSN content, including live video streams, just a click away when you download the new NSN app, powered by LaValley's Home Center and Anderson Windows and Doors.
When you're replacing windows in your home, Anderson 400 series windows give you more selection, more performance, more confidence, all from the most trusted name in windows. It's no wonder they're in more homes than any other window. Anderson 400 series windows and doors. We make replacement solutions happen.
The NSN app, powered by LaValley's Home Center and Anderson Windows and Doors, is available for iPhone, iPad, and Android devices. Search Northeast Sports Network in the App Store or Google Play and start enjoying NSN at the touch of a button from anywhere.
Hey Abel, can I get a close shave today?
Okay, Ronnie, just like I shaved the prices at our 11 Auto Saver Group dealership?
You could say our prices are so low because our margins are razor thin.
And we make the car buying experience easy, enjoyable, and smooth.
Yep, we really do cut our prices close. I think you missed a spot, though.
The Auto Saver Group, 11 locations in Vermont, New Hampshire, and upstate New York.
We're home with a big deal.
And the best prices, period.
And welcome back to Bank of New Hampshire Stadium here on Jim Fitzgerald Field on the campus of Laconia High School. As folks, we just witnessed an upset here. The number 6 seeded Colebrook Academy Lady Mohawks avenge an early season loss and come back and here in the playoffs and take down the number 2 seeded Lady Mules from Newmarket on a late goal by Jenna Gould, which was set up perfectly by Taylor Sawarski. We are in the NHIAA post-game show. Did you know that this year NHIAA member schools are offering 40 different sports programs for young men and women with a host of great team sports like soccer, lacrosse, and ice hockey, as well as unique individual sports like ski jumping, bowling, and wrestling? There is something for everyone. Please contact your local high school for more information about athletic programs in your area. Butch, a very, very quick statistical recap for us here this afternoon.
Hey, there were 3 goals in the contest, Kevin. Taylor Sawarski, right around the 2-minute mark of the first half. Great individual move, 1-0 lead. Colebrook at the half. Mohawks controlled play. Second half, Newmarket. The whole second half controlled play. Cameron Young, 2:36 in, scores, ties it at 1. And honestly, I think we both felt it was their game. It was just a matter of time. But this Mohawk team, I think it was about a minute, if that, left. Jenna Gould scored the goal, but it was created by Taylor Sawarski. Great individual move. Mohawks win it 2-1. Statistics can't get much closer than the score. Colebrook outshot Newmarket 13-12 for the game. Saves, Foster 11, Lawson 11, corner kicks, Newmarket 4, and Colebrook 1, but the final score, Colebrook 2. Newmarket 1. You're taking a look at all of the instant replays today that were brought to you by the C.N. Brown Company. C.N. Brown Heating Oil, in business for over 69 years, are proud supporters of Northern New Hampshire Athletics. C.N. Brown Company offers value, experience, and everyday low prices on heating oil, kerosene, liquid propane, and other energy products. Learn more at cnbrown.com. And Butch, you nailed it. You nailed it right there. That second half, let's be honest, was completely dominated by that Newmarket team. Colebrook was out of sync. And what did we say with about 7 minutes to go? The Mohawks were going to need a gritty goal, and they were going to need somebody to step up individually to do that, to get that gritty goal, because their passing game team-wise was all out of sync.
Taylor Sawarski saw an opening from the midfield. She took it all the way home to the house. Jenna Gould stepped in and knocked it home. She needs to do that because you never know if something happens there. You've got to make sure you get the ball in the back of the net. And between those two, they were able to knock it home and send this Mohawk team back to their first state championship since 2002. It was a gritty win, Butch. Simply put, just a gritty win.
Oh, it was, and wow. And
I'm sure the faithful up north is enjoying all of it, I hope. I wish we had cameras on all the establishments watching the game right now, Butch. I'm sure at each one of, like with the Cubs last night, I'm sure at each one of those locations, as soon as that goal was scored, each place erupted. And we were very, very happy to partner with all of our sponsors here this afternoon to bring you this exciting soccer game here at Bank of New Hampshire Stadium in Laconia, New Hampshire. That's going to wrap up the NHIAA postgame show. The NHIAA is a proud supporter of the Life of an Athlete program. For more information, visit the Life of an Athlete website at www.loanh.org. Remember that big play or the time you beat your rival. Purchase an NSN DVD and you will not only remember them, you can watch them over and over again. Visit store.nsnsports.net to purchase this game and many more on DVD. I have a feeling there's going to be a lot purchased for this game. That was that was something people are going to remember for a long, long time. This telecast has been copyrighted by NSN for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this telecast or of any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without NSN's consent is